This is a 2013 Hyundai Santa Fe sport model. Sport meaning it has 2-row seating. There's a larger 3-row seating available. This is a pretty good looking vehicle. Of course, mine was loaded up with all the options. Let's take a look at the interior and the engine bay. The base Santa Fe engine is a 2.4 liter rated at 190 horsepower. Gas mileage is listed at 21 to 29 miles per gallon. I had the optional 2.0 liter turbo. Yes, it is a small engine, but it does crank out 264 horsepower and is rated at 20 to 27 miles per gallon. But in this case, mine was rated at 19 to 24 miles per gallon, mainly because we have the optional 4-wheel drive system. On the 3-row models, there is a V6 offered, 3.3 liters at 290 horsepower. However, the gas mileage is about the same at 19 to 26. But there's a lot more to an engine than statistics. It's how it drives that counts, and we'll look at that a little bit later. There are a few complaints with the interior. The gauge panel is very easy to read, has lots of useful information. The steering wheel controls are very easy to engage with your thumb. The button that engages the lock system on the all-wheel drive is right there and easy to find, although you can't see it. The radio controls are simple to use. The glove box didn't strike me as being very big, but you can always remove the owner's manual out and put it in the door panel for more room. And there's sufficient seating in the rear for 2 more adults. The overall shape is pretty modern looking, although I suspect they kind of copied some of the styling from the Acura line, but that's okay if it works. If you have the need to haul long items, of course the rear seats do fold down, and when you do so, there's more than sufficient room for most items you're going to be hauling. Okay, the best way to determine the good or bad factors is to just drive the thing. In mixed city and freeway driving, I'm getting 21 miles per gallon. The steering has kind of an odd feel. It's not very responsive, and it's like stirring a big spoon in a blob of liquid rubber. Whether this is characteristic of the front-wheel drive models or just the ones with the all-wheel drive, I'm not sure, but if you're used to driving a truck, you'll get used to it pretty quick. I'm probably more sensitive because I've been driving a lot of sports cars recently. The ride of the Santa Fe is very, very stiff. However, it's very well insulated, so it's still reasonably comfortable. The handling is rather neutral. I suspect the all-wheel drive system has a part in this too. The vehicle is very quiet, the driving position comfortable. The brake pedal feel seems a little soft to me, but it's nothing to worry about. Once again, I've been driving high-performance sports cars, and I'm used to a very firm pedal feel. But the brakes do work excellent anyway. And the acceleration from that little turbo is far, far adequate. I haven't driven the V6 yet, so I can't compare the acceleration between the two, but I suspect it's pretty much the same. Overall, this is a pretty nice vehicle to drive. Really don't have any complaints. To better appreciate the interior of the Santa Fe, I thought I'd show you a night shot. Everything's lit up like a Christmas tree. Usually only upgraded cars like Audi look this nice. Even though this camera is not designed for dim light, you might get a decent idea of what it looks like anyway. Looks very nice. I'm taking some fast corners here to check out the cornerability of the Santa Fe. This is no sports car, of course, but the cornerability is pretty good for a vehicle sitting high off the ground. Stability is excellent. And that turbo engine provides lots of power for going around the corners, especially when going uphill. And it looks like we've run out of road. Now we can test out the all-wheel drive system. This is the big city of Bumblebee, Arizona, population 19 with 161 cattle and a couple dozen dogs. The roads out here are pretty rough, lots of washboarding, but the suspension on the Santa Fe handled it quite well. Here's the main street, the Bumblebee City Hall. Back there, the community Bumblebee outhouse. And somewhere around here is the Bumblebee School. Even though we're in the desert, just north of the town of Bumblebee, we have the Bumblebee Swamp. People who live in the big city of Phoenix come out here to dump their pet alligators, pet boa constrictors, and other dangerous wildlife. So I thought I'd come out here to see if I can snag one. And of course, to do that, you need some good bait, so I went out and caught myself an Arizona field mouse. Got him lassoed right here. That's it, get in there. See if that alligator comes out and grabs your butt. I'm armed and ready. Well, too bad about that field mouse. The alligator got him leash and all. I finally got away with my life, though. All that action made me thirsty, so I thought I'd stop by the ghost town of Cleator. This is a big swinging town, far bigger than Bumblebee. And so far, the Santa Fe is doing great on these rough, washboard roads, absorbing the bumps quite well. The hottest place in town is the James Cleator General Store and Bar. Thought I'd stop by and get a little snack. Oh, another field mouse. Well, it took some doing, but I went back and snagged that alligator. Too bad I couldn't get the field mouse out of his stomach. But it does make a good hood ornament, don't you think? Definitely adds class to the car. This concludes our evaluation of the Hyundai Santa Fe. I'm very impressed with this vehicle. The engine is smooth, powerful, economical. The styling is very nice. The cabin is well designed. The minor complaints I had about the steering feel and some rumbling with the tires on the freeway are very, very minor. Nothing to be concerned about. You get used to it. Base price is $25,000 for the small engine. This one was loaded up with a lot of goodies, so it hit $33,000. And with the usual Hyundai discounts and rebates, you can probably get it for a lot less. Overall, very nice. And if you get one, I think you'll be happy with it.